Hi everybody, it's Linnea with a video for ThermOWeb, and today I'm going to be using the Gina K Designs Petals and Wings Stamp and Stencil set, as well as a whole rainbow of Gina K Designs Glitz Glitter Gels. So I'll be using the Petals and Wings Stamp, Die, and Stencil. For my Glitz Glitter Gel, I'm using Bubblegum, Sweet Mango, Gold, Holiday Pine, Turquoise Sea, and Wild Lilac to complete my rainbow. So I started off by taking the butterfly from the Petals and Wings stamp set, and I die cut a whole bunch of them. I think I die cut probably about 15 of them, which is more than what I'm going to need, but I wanted to have extras just in case something happened. So I just die cut that little butterfly die, and now I'm going to stamp on top of it using the Petals and Wings stamp set. When I'm doing mass stamping, I find it easiest to die cut first rather than second, because then I don't have to think about lining up the die. Instead, I can just make a little template, so I die cut that butterfly die from this large A2, well, it's not even really A2, it's just a large piece of cardstock, right from the center so that I could have it in the middle of my MISTI. And then I put a piece of purple tape at the back, and I kind of rub my fingers over that to reduce the stickiness. And then I can just pop in my die cut butterfly, put the stamp from the Petals and Wings on top, and then I can line that up really well. I looked left and right, up and down, got my head in the camera a little bit just to make sure that everything was lined up perfectly. Now you can see here that it didn't end up quite perfectly. I needed to shift it up a little bit. So this was one of my test pieces. I did this on a thinner piece of cardstock. So all I'm going to do is just quickly wipe off this stamp, reposition, and go ahead and pop in a new butterfly and just keep stamping. So I lined this up a second time, and now it's good to go. So I'm just going to continue stamping the whole rainbow of colors. And I'm just using a little die pick to release this from the purple tape that I have at the back. It's really easy, but I didn't want to tear anything, so I didn't want to just go pulling up my image. So that's why I use that die pick to kind of get under there and ease it up off that purple tape. I'm going to stamp the whole rainbow of butterflies, finishing up here with one last little lilac purple color. And I did make sure that the inks I stamped with were slightly lighter than the Glitz Glitter Gel color that I was going to be putting on top. I wanted to have like a tone on tone, but I wanted definitely the Glitz Glitter Gel centers to be darker. So here's a whole rainbow of butterflies. I stamped 2 of each of my rainbow colors. And now I'm going to grab the Petals and Wings Stencil. I'm going to spray the back of it with pixie spray. I'm not spraying the whole thing. All I need is that butterfly, the little body and wings. That's the only piece I'm going to be using today, so I just sprayed that small portion of the stencil. I apologize, my head is in the way, but you really want to get up on top of your stamped image to line up this stencil. So it has been a little bit since I've used the Bubblegum Glitz Glitter Gel. So the glitz had kind of separated a little bit, but that's no problem. The glitter separates from the gel that it's in, and all you need to do is give it a quick stir, and you can see here that it's perfect as can be. So here's one of my little butterflies. I'm going to show you how I do this just a couple more times. I'm not going to wipe off my stencil because I'm going to use the same, that Bubblegum Glitz Glitter Gel, one more time. Just scrape that over the center, and there's enough pixie spray residue on here that I didn't have to spray my stencil at all again, and I did 12 of these butterflies. All I'm going to do once I'm done with my 2 bubblegum glitzed butterflies is just take a baby wipe and quickly wipe off that stencil and just a dry cloth on my work surface so that my little butterfly die cuts don't kind of get weird from the moisture. And then I'm going to just go ahead and move on to another color. Now this color of Glitz Glitter Gel is the Holiday Pine. This was a limited edition last year, but I really loved having this kind of vibrant, true green color. So I used this, and I hope you can get some inspiration from it. If you weren't able to pick up this Holiday Pine color, there is a couple other colors of Glitz Glitter Gel that would work well for your green. You could use Grass Green, that's a color of the Gina K Designs Glitz Glitter Gel, or the Screamin' Green is a neon Rena K Designs Glitz Glitter Gel. You could definitely use either one of those in place of the Holiday Pine. So I set these aside probably only for about an hour. Since they are a small stenciled and glitzed area, they didn't take very long to dry at all. They're completely dry about an hour later. And I'm just bringing in an A2 sized card, and my idea is to just have a whole rainbow of fluttering butterflies on my background. So I'm going to play around a little bit with the placement and just kind of line these up. Now I did change the placement because as I was adhering these down, I realized that it just looked like 3 straight lines of butterflies, one at the left, in the middle, and on the right. And I didn't realize that as I was kind of putting them down, but as I was gluing them, I saw it. So I did end up switching this around. But I'm going to be using some Gina K Designs white foam squares. These are some of my favorite foam squares for when I just want a little bit of dimension. And since I'm going to be popping up these butterflies, but not their antenna, just their bodies and their wings, I thought that these thinner foam squares would work perfectly. So like I said, I'm just going to add these foam squares at the back of the butterflies, arrange them how I want them to be, and then I stamped and white heat embossed a sentiment from the Petals and Wings stamp set, and die cut that with a stitch circle die. I came back in and added some gems in the white areas, and that's going to finish off this card. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this Petals and Wings rainbow glitz background, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye!